Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with the Network here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, Air the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about breakfast for a late lunch / early dinner here. Basically, I just finished making this. We got our plate here. We got eggs, obviously, on the side here. Got some bacon on this side. Got a couple of sausage links over here. I can pull it up and show one. And then I got a bagel that's a little bit burned right there. Actually, everything got a little bit burned today, except for the eggs. Everything else is burned now. The problem with these giant Eagle sausage links, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, like, the real issue with them is it's either, there's like this very fine line between the time that they're either raw or they're like way too cooked. And it's like, I think less than a minute, honestly. So if you don't get it like right in that like 30, 45 seconds, whatever it is, time span, and pull them like right then and there, you're going to have them be overdone, basically. But yeah, the eggs are good, though. They got nice and done. They're made in that bacon and sausage grease is what it is. Bacon is okay, decent looking. Like I said, the sausage links got a little bit burned up. So, I mean, they're still good to eat, but like you can definitely tell there's like too much char on this outside. Actually, this is similar to what the, not quite this blackened, obviously, but that's that same kind of charishness is what happened with the sausage burgers last night. And, of course, this piece of bacon is not totally cooked through all the way on the one side, so. But not too bad. But anyway. So, yeah, basically what happened was the real issue is I think it's that old oven out there. Like the temp on it's weird. When it says 4, it's actually like more like a 2 or a 3 maybe. And so it takes longer to cook shit than it needs to or whatever. So hopefully whenever I move I can have a decent oven in the new place or whatever and have it be something where I can actually have my ability to make food properly or whatever then. So that's some good eggs, man. My sister does not understand like my eggs done like this. I told her several times, I'm like, it's because it tastes good like that. When they have that, like, you know, the crust on the outside of them there is what it is. Let's get a piece here, is what it is right now. You see that, like, crustiness there on it? It just tastes so much better like that, man. Because her problem is she doesn't cook it long enough. Like, she's like, oh, yeah, they're done. It's like, no, they're not. Put them in for another minute or two. And then it just doesn't taste as good. Whereas I definitely like mine a certain way. The only really I can make them. So, grab this knife over here. That's the one nice thing about when these eggs are done like this. You can actually slice through them with a knife. And make them into like, almost like a pizza pie, is what it is. Looking deal. Which we're going to show here in a minute or so. As soon as I do this right now. Slice this one a little bit further down. Yeah, you got your whole piece there is what it is, which I'm going to slice these a little bit thinner than that, though, just so I can, you know, properly eat them is what it is then. But yeah, it tastes really good like that, though. Some of this really burned up bagel. The other side got done perfectly, and this side just had to do twice. But the problem was I should have actually, when I thought about it, I should have actually knocked it down like 2 or 3 notches then. So it didn't get super burned like that. But still tastes okay though. As I'm currently waiting for my stuff to come back around right now. Get this radio grab here. I'm actually pissed they didn't have the supply rush the other day for us because it definitely fucked us out of even getting to the 8th level in these other accounts. Then you have to have like another day worth of stuff then. So it really is kind of a shit show at that one. Let's see if there's anything I can get to right now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, it's like right out of my fucking league. I need it to be. Okay, so I can do, let me see, 1, 2, 3. So as long as I don't do whatchamacallit here, I can actually get a 4 set of long ranges with this trick die and a double thing before the end of this game then. So let me see about the Thriving Forces thing right now. Let's see, 12 and then 10. So we want to go 40 on that one, I guess. Let's see, it's 9, 18, 27, 36. I was watching this movie, I think it was last year, called Cooties. And I'll tell you what, man, that is the worst piece of shit ever made. Like, ever. That movie was so bad, bro. Like, it was watchable once, but, like, never again, really is what it is. That's how truly bad it was. Like, it was just awful. It had Elijah Wood in it. And then, I'm trying to think who else is in it right now. The dude who was, I think Dwight, if I'm not mistaken, in The Office. I don't really know. I never watched The Office, so I'm not sure exactly who's who in that show. I think that's who it was, though, was that Rainn Wilson guy, though. So, which, it was basically the gist of the movie is, it's about a bunch of teachers stuck in a school, and all the kids that can eat them eat these chicken nuggets for lunch. That apparently there's like a bad bird in one of them or whatever. And it turns a girl into a zombie, and then she starts biting other kids, is what it is. And it's only people under the age of puberty will end up turning into zombies and stuff, and then all the adults are basically fucked, is what it is then. So it's just bad. It's just a bad flick in general, dude. Like, it's not even like like, this is the thing, right? Like, I've seen movies where it's like a good bad movie or whatever the case be, but like, this is just a bad movie, dude. Not to mention the people that are in it are just shitbags in general, and they're just not good people at all. So, with the exception of Elijah Wood, who's actually a somewhat decent actor and stuff, but I know he doesn't get cast in much things because I know he's not a child molester, is what it is. Because he basically even admitted to that at one point about how his mom was such an overprotective stage mother that she essentially kept him away from all the child molesters in Hollywood that would have turned him into a predator eventually, is what it is himself. That's not what happened with Seth Green, though, unfortunately. He got, the short end of that shit stick and basically was left to, be molested by most likely Timothy Busfield. And then from there, it was basically Green has now gone on to then molest other kids in Hollywood, isn't that what it is now? And has, like, apparently a whole network going with his wife of kids that they like to fuck on occasion or whatever. And sex traffic and everything else like that. So, really disgusting stuff, man. Just truly fucking evil people is what it is. Hopefully they get what's coming to them at some point in the near future, but who knows, man. My cousin calling me. Okay, that was my cousin calling me, so he's gonna be over here in a couple minutes because he's got my what was in this bottle right here, which is one left, which is vitamin D pills. So too bad they don't have my other stuff that I need real bad because the fucking apparently I guess you only keep that shit on hand for like a week or so is what it is, and then they're like, oh, well, you gotta get it back to reorder or whatever the case be. It's like, dude, just keep it on fucking hand until I can get there. Goddamn, like I'm gonna come for it eventually. You know, like I just literally can't get there till I don't fucking drive. People, Jesus, you know. So, but anyway, it's like a real pain in the ass is what it is with that one, dude. But yeah, the whole point though is you got a bunch of people who what was I saying then? Yeah, that Cooties movie though. It's just real bad in general. It's basically you had a bunch of kids there that basically, you know, catch the like some weird virus or whatever it is there. And then it's just them like eating the fucking teachers and stuff, and a bunch of the teachers trying to get away and find a place to survive or whatever. And I can't remember exactly how the movie ends. I think it ends with them either getting caught and killed, or it's like them getting away. But I think there's like an alternate version where they actually do get caught and killed by the kids or something. So it's pretty messed up shit. Like I said, man, and it's definitely people's warped ass minds because I think the one guy that either wrote or directed it was one of the guys actually starting it too. And it was kind of funny because there's a scene in there about people talking about him being like a real creepy fuck or whatever. And then what the saddest part is though is it's like it's kind of true what was said though about the whole thing, but at the same time it's like it's coming from a person who's like obviously like a third wave feminist type of bitch who you know damn well at this point in history is 100% you know indoctrinating these kids and shit like that kind of thing. So it's like fuck you, cunt, you know. But anyway. But yeah, it's a really interesting movie. I think if I'm not mistaken, like I shouldn't say interesting. It's an interesting concept. Had it been done better, I think it could have been a great movie. The problem was it wasn't done well. It was done terribly. So yeah, I think had it been done better, had it had a different cast, maybe even it maybe could have been done a little better, whatever the case be. And I'm not saying the entire cast. I'm just saying like certain people here and there could have been replaced with different people. Is what it is then. Because you can definitely tell there's like diversity hires in this movie and shit where they didn't need to be, you know, and that's the problem entirely with everybody right now. So anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna finish eating this food then real quick before my cousin gets here. Is what it is then. So plus, while the eggs are still semi-hot, or at least warm anyway. Breakfast of Champions, a nice beer. I'm just kidding. This is actually apple juice. Although it kind of looks like really dark piss, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie on that one. I assure you it's actually apple juice. I can tell it's about to turn into fermented, basically. So it's a good thing I'm finishing off that half gallon then, is what it is. But yeah, so essentially what it is though is you'll have different things and things like that's what it is there. And you got people who are, you know, pushing their own agendas and stuff in these schools now. And I was watching something earlier where they were talking about, I guess the chick that's behind lives at TikTok, which I assume it's her, but it's also like other people involved in her like team or whatever now that will post on the account as what it is or something. Because one of them was talking about Planet Fitness throughout the entire day now. And, bro, I'll tell you what, that place has gone to shit in a fucking handbag at this point. There was 2 videos that came out here today from that account. One of them was of some chick acting like some dude was basically her slave and shit, and having him essentially like put on her ankle weights so she could do a workout and stuff. So it's like fetish shit basically at that point. And then the other one was a guy who apparently supposedly was a male porn star of some kind. I'm assuming it's someplace in LA or something like that, maybe, or one of these degenerate ass like leftist cities or something, who was jerking off in the room of the Planet Fitness there. Like I'm assuming it's the changing room or whatever there, but even still, it's like, that's disgusting, dude. Which, for all we know, it could have been something where they had some porn company made a deal or something maybe with them to use the fucking Planet Fitness porn set or something for the day, which is even more disturbing actually on that point. Because that's what they do with mansions and stuff there in LA. They'll rent them out for like a day or two, and then shoot a porn in there or whatever it is, and maybe several porns actually for that matter. Because you'll have like one going on here in this room, and another on a different room in the place or something like that. And there'll be like an orgy going on in the pool outside or something like that's what it is there. So, but yeah, it's just disgusting is what it is, dude. And again, it just shows the degeneracy of our society right now. And how truly fucking disgusting some of these people are, what it is, man. How they have absolutely no class at all. And just complete fucking new age sodoming more motherfuckers. And hopefully they'll meet their end pretty soon. Like next week is what it is. Oh, I forgot to mention that actually. So apparently, another thing Lives TikTok brought up today is what it was. So not only have these fucking Alphabet Mafia assholes taken over the entire month of June for the last several years now is what it is. If not a couple decades now is what it is. Now they're trying to steal April too, man. Celebrate Gaypril, April 2024, uplifting and celebrating our LGBTQ plus community. Go fuck yourselves, people. Seriously. That was from John Jay College earlier. Yeah, TikTok said, raise your hand if you're ready to ready for Gaypril the entire month of April. How are you celebrating? I don't know. I feel a hate crime coming on, man. Like, that's all I gotta say on that one. I say that jokingly, obviously. I'm just joking, YouTube. But no, seriously though, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. Entirely. And it shows. Like that's the thing, right? Like this really does go to show like the difference between what I call the old gay guard. Sorry, I said that wrong. The older gay generation, like old guard people or whatever it is, the gatekeepers and stuff like that. And then this new generation that's just psychotically insane. There are a bunch of hardcore leftists that have gone so far to the left they fell off a cliff, basically. And what it was is you had these older folks that were gay folks and whatnot, 70s, 80s. They were the original, activists of their generations and stuff like that. They came out there and they're like, hey, dude, we just don't want to get our asses beat in the streets by some, like, gay bashers and stuff like that or whatever. Like, please don't kick our ass and stuff like that for being gay. And it's like, we just want to be, members of society. We're going to be taxpayers, obviously. We're making businesses and stuff like that. Like, just let us do what we want to do is what it is. We'll do behind closed doors for that matter. And that's the thing. They would even be, we even had that understanding that was like, yeah, the shit was kept behind closed doors kind of stuff. Then, slowly but surely started coming out into the mainstream. And now it's like them literally shaking fucking dicks in front of kids at fucking pride parades every year and stuff like that, dude. And it's absolutely sickening entirely. Or they'll do drag queen story hour and stuff like that. And that's the thing. Even the people that are behind the Gays Against Groomers group and stuff like that, that are even, some of them are even younger guys for that matter, and like younger gals too for that matter. And they're even against this kind of shit in public displays of that kind of shit, dude. Because it's like, yeah, it's literally fucking child abuse, dude, is what it is. And they understand that. And that's why they're like, no, dude, like, we're fine with going back into a club and just like hanging out in the downstairs in like a back room, you know, fucking sucking some dude's dick off, whatever the case be. But you don't do that shit out in the fucking main street fucking gay pride parade with a bunch of kids around, dude. You don't just fucking like drop to your knees and start blowing some dude. Which is what most of these so-called performances turn into, is what it is, dude. These so-called pride events. It's like, it's not prideful to fucking be the most degenerate piece of shit ever, dude. In front of children, you sick fucks. You're indoctrinating a kid into your sick, disgusting, fetishized behavior is what it is there, which is, that's what it is, dude. It's a bunch of sick fetishization, is what it is. It's these people want to sit there and see exactly what the line is that they can cross before they actually cross a line. Like, it's basically, they go up to the fucking line, and it's like, okay, am I crossing the line yet? Am I crossing the line? Am I crossing the line yet? Oh, let me go ahead and like kick the line back like 10 feet and then keep crossing further and further is what it is. And of course the cops do nothing, even though it should be legitimately arrestable offenses at that point, dude, because you literally have adults. Like, seriously. Okay, here's the thing, right? If I walked outside right now on my own property, took a piss in my front yard, and a kid sees me taking that piss, dude, even though I'm on my own property, I can now be arrested for that shit. Because it would be indecent exposure. Yeah, none of these people are catching these charges. That's some bullshit entirely, dude. So, you know, my cousin's here, so I gotta cut this one short then. So, I'll be back later with Hana and them. So, have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, all that good stuff. And, yeah, fuck all these people, man. Like, enough is enough of this shit is what it is, bro. For real. It's time to get back to square one again and do what needs to be done to figure things out is what it is here. So, anyway. We'll be back here again Thursday for Buckshot Thursday. So, till then, I'll see you guys then.